Assalamualaikum, good day to all. So today we're going to cover our last chapter for this semester with regards to Java database and Java database connection or JDBC. Okay, so the chapter outline will be this lecture going to cover on the database and JDBC. So what is actually a database? So if you guys can see from this figure, this is your database. Database is actually the place where you store all your data. Where actually you store all your data inside a table, where this table placed in a database. Where this database can be accessed using the DBMS or database management systems. Ada banyak language yang digunakan untuk access the database. For example, we have Access, MySQL, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server dan yang lain-lain lagi. So some other types of other database servers that available. Okay, so this connect to the system users and also connected to your application programs and your application user. Okay, so SQL. So what is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language, pronounced as SQL or SQL. Okay, so SQL function to access or write applications for database systems. You need to use SQL. SQL is the universal language for accessing relational database systems. So application programs may allow user to access database without directly using the SQL, but this intermediate application pun dia akan menggunakan SQL itself to access the database. So maksudnya kat sini nak access the database, we must use the SQL. So examples of simple SQL statement, we have create table. Okay, so here for example, we're going to create a table cost dan juga table students. So this is all the fields inside the cost table and list of the fields inside the student table. So we also have a drop table. Okay, so create untuk nak create, drop untuk nak delete to drop the table. Okay, so drop table enrollment, drop table cost, drop table student. Okay, so this is simple statement on how to do the dropping, to drop the table. Next, we have describe table. So for example, here kita nak describe table cost. Ni yang digunakan, syntax yang digunakan dekat dalam Oracle. Describe cost or describe what table you want it to describe. Describe ni maksudnya dia akan bagilah detail sama macam yang kita syntax yang kita create untuk creating the table. For example, when you guys type this describe table, so dia akan bagi dalam table cost ni, dia ada cost field, subject ID, cost number, title, name of credit, and what are the primary keys. Which field is the primary key? Okay. So next we have the select. Okay, simple lah. Select to select. Here for example, dia bagi contoh select first name, last name from table student, where dia bagi condition department ID equals to CS. Yang ini pula where department ID equals to CS and the zip code pula equals to yang ini. So yang ini is all the examples of the select statement, SQL select statement. Okay, next we have insert. Insert ni maksudnya to insert a data inside the table. So insert into cost, which means insert into what table name, and this is the list of the table fields yang awak nak diinsertkan data, the values, apa value dia pula. Okay. Next we have delete. To delete the table, to delete specific information inside the table. So for example here, delete cost where title equals to database system. So inside the table cost, apa yang title equals to database system, semua dia akan delete. Okay, kalau drop ni to delete the whole table. Kalau delete, just to delete specific line. Dia akan delete line by line. Okay. Last one we have update. Update is to use to update the table. So for example here, update table cost, set name of credit equals to 4, where title dia equals to database system. So dia akan updatekan name of credit kepada 4 kepada semua title database system. So far okay? Hopefully you guys okay. Saya percaya you guys terror dah ni buat database ni. Okay, so why Java for database programming? So why we use Java in developing your database programming? Dia ada 3 reason. First reason, Java is a platform independent, which means you can develop platform independent database application using SQL and Java for any types or any kinds of database systems. So the second reason, because the support of accessing database system from Java is built into Java API. So you can create database application using all types of Java code with the common interface. So for example, in this course kita belajar Java code through Eclipse. You guys juga belajar Java using NetBeans and some other programming language yang use Java. Okay, so it's quite universal. And third is Java is taught in almost every universities, either as the first programming language or as the second programming language, which means for the third reason, Java is actually most of the language learned by the IT student. Okay, so this is the main three reason why we use Java. Okay, so Java application, database application using Java through GUI, through client or server, or client server side programming. GUI ni guna through we access the database using the graphical specific, dia punya interface lah, ada interface to access the database, ataupun through the client server side ataupun server side programming. Okay. Okay, so next we cover on what is actually JDBC. Okay, so JDBC stand for Java Database Connectivity Technology, Java Standard in the Edition Platform from Oracle Corporation. So this technology is an API for the Java programming language that defines how a client may access the database, where it provides specific method for querying and updating data in the database. So saya percaya previously you guys did learn several other language to access the database, tetapi untuk kali ini for this course we use Eclipse dan juga database dia kita menggunakan Oracle punya database, di mana Oracle use JDBC, Java Database Connectivity to access it, to create, to update data in the database. Okay, so the architecture for JDBC is, okay, so Java application or applets access, go to the Java DBC API. So where this Java DBC API allow you to access either Oracle Java Database Connection Driver or JDBC ODBC Bridge Driver. ODBC ni stands for Oracle Database Connection Bridge Driver. Okay, if you use your language, your JDBC using a bridge driver, which means you guys can have your database in the form of Microsoft Access database. Tapi kena menggunakan Microsoft ODBC driver lah, ataupun Oracle ODBC driver directly access to your Oracle database, local or remote Oracle database. Okay. So move on to the JDBC interface. So this is the driver used for the loading the driver, connection, to establish the connection, create and executing the statement. Of course, we're going to use the statement punya free words there, okay, statement, and to processing and result sets. This is the fourth layer. So first one, you must access dulu dia punya driver, establish connection dah berjaya, barulah kita boleh create and execute the statement. Lepas create and execute the statement, baru boleh further process the statement. Okay. Okay, so first one, developing a Java database connection program. First, we have to load the driver, just cakap tadi, okay. So to load the driver, kita menggunakan class.forName JDBC driver class. Okay, so for example here, to loading the driver, so database, untuk database kita guna driver class. Untuk access kita guna macam ni lah. To access, for access is bundled in JDK. Kalau you guys guna MySQL, ini cara nak connect, nak load dia punya driver. Okay, MySQL driver class is in MySQL dbc.jar. Dan juga Oracle driver class is in classes.jar. Ini untuk Oracle. Okay, so next we have to establish the connection. Second step, establish the connection. To establish the connection, we use connection equals to driver manager.get connection. So this is how to connect to establish the connection untuk access, untuk MySQL dan juga untuk Oracle. So for example here, connection driver manager get connection. So this is the link. And for MySQL, dia punya localhost. Dan untuk Oracle, kita akan letakkan dia punya port number dan username dan password dia. Okay, so next, create and execute the statement. So create the statement, we use statement, new variable, nama dia statement, connection.create statement. Okay, untuk nak update, executing the statement, we call back the statement that we create earlier, statement.execute update. Okay, execute update ni gunanya hanya untuk create, update, delete or insert. Tetapi kalau untuk nak further use, okay, the statement, kita akan guna executeQuery. Okay, executeQuery ni dia akan further choose untuk function seperti select. Kalau execute update untuk update, delete, insert. executeQuery untuk select statement. Okay. Next we have processing result sets. Okay, processing result sets ni maksudnya bila once you do your result, nak display it. Okay, nak display, kalau sebelum ni tak salah saya, kalau dalam MySQL apa semua tu kita akan specifykan kita punya field name apa yang kita nak di-displaykan. Tetapi dalam Oracle, dia just guna result set.getString1. GetString1 ni dia akan faham, it's actually refer kepada first name. Dan getString tu dia akan refer kepada second field yang kita nak displaykan. Dia guna macam tu. Okay. Okay, so this is the full example. Here, daripada sini, load the JDBC driver. Okay, load driver dia. Lepas tu, dia establish dia punya connection. Okay. Create the statement. Create the statement, lepas tu baru dia execute. First, dia select. Lepas tu, dia displaykan system.out.println. Lepas tu, dia close the database connection. Okay. Next, processing statement. So once a connection to a particular database is established, it can be used to send the SQL statement from your program to the database. So maksudnya you create a program depan tu, for example your program or user to insert value untuk update ke, insert new ke, untuk delete ke, okay. So you can further interact with your database. So JDBC provide the statement, PreparedStatement and callable statement interfaces to facilitate sending statement to a database for execution and receiving execution results from the database. So here the diagram, processing statement diagram, you guys can see, tadi kita ada execute update dengan executeQuery. This one meant to be processing statement. Untuk execute, get more result, get result set, get update count. Yang ini untuk handle multiple results. Okay. So here, connection, the driver management. Okay, we establish, we connect to the database, do the connection. After that, we establishing the session using the create statement, prepared statement, and prepared call. Okay. So, in details about the executeQuery and executeUpdate method. So the method for executing SQL statement are execute, execute query, and execute update, each of which accept a string containing a SQL statement as an argument. So this string is passed to the database for further execution. So first one, for execute, the execute method should be used if the execution process or produce multiple result sets, multiple updates count, or a combination of result sets and update count. Execute ni you guys kena ingat untuk multiple. Okay, multiple result sets or multiple update counts. Next one, untuk execute query dengan execute update. Okay, execute query method should be used if the execution produce a single result. Sama juga dengan execute update. So execute update should be used if the statement result is a single update count or no update count. Okay, so it can be used untuk execute update. Kita akan gunakan untuk SQL insert, delete, update or DDL statement. So contoh DDL statement adalah create, alter, drop, truncate, drop again. Okay, redundant block. Okay, so prepared statement. This prepared statement, SQL statement and stored procedures are pre-compiled for efficient use when repeatedly executed. Yang tadi, okay, yang earlier, iaitu execute query dengan execute update, it just only for single result. Dia ini untuk to be execute repeatedly. Okay. So for example here, dia cakap kat sini select all. Maksudnya dia akan post balik result yang kita akan dapat banyak, more than one. Sebab tu kita akan gunakan prepared statement. Okay. Connection.prepared statement select all from EMP where ename equals to something. Okay, sama lah juga macam ni. Result set, prepared statement set string ni pun dia akan get multiple results. Okay, so kita akan menggunakan prepared statement. Okay, so receiving database metadata. So database metadata is the information that describe database itself. When you say metadata, of course lah, the information, okay, the details that describes about the database. So JDBC provide the database metadata interface for obtaining database wide information and the result set metadata interface for obtaining the information on specific run results. So for example here, bagi kat sini, the database metadata interface provides more than 100 methods for getting database metadata concerning the database as a whole. So these methods can be divided into 3 groups. For example, to retrieve general information, so which means kita akan gunakan database metadata ni untuk just retrieve the general information, ataupun for finding database capability, ataupun for getting object description. When you say about getting object description, object ni merefer kepada table-table, other databases inside the database. Okay, first one, general information. So the general information includes the URL, username, product version, driver version, available functions, available data types, and so on with regards to the database. So second, obtaining database capability. So for example here, the example of the database capabilities are whether the database support group by operator, the alter table command with add column option, support entry level, or full SQL grammar. Okay, dia akan beritahu maklumat kita sama ada the database that we use support tak. Okay, this function. Okay, then the third one, obtaining object description. So the example of obtaining object description is database objects are tables, views, and procedures. Okay, so let's go more on the example with regard to the metadata. Okay, so here database, dia menggunakan database metadata. So they create new variable with regards to the DB metadata, connection.get metadata. So dalam ni kita boleh dapatkan information about the database. Okay, Ini database URL, database name, database product name, database product version, get driver name, get driver version, get driver measure version, get driver minor version, get max connection, get max table name length, get max columns in table, dan dia close connection. So examples of the output here dia bagi. So the database URL, dia bagi database URL dia apa. Okay, so yang ini username dia apa, product name dia apa, product version, driver name, driver version. Okay, major version, minor version, number of connection 0, table length 64, columns in table 52. So this is an example with regards to the database metadata. So that's all for last chapter, last topic for this semester with regards to Java database. Okay, thank you.